Using social media platforms to report injustice and wrongdoings by government, corrupt businesses, and individuals.
Her. When it's her, obviously she's got a problem. Now, if you really stand for something, like freedom of speech, you shouldn't say it's good for me, but not good for you. Anyway, let's take a listen, then we'll talk about it.
People today are using social media platforms to report injustice and wrongdoings by government, corrupt businesses, and individuals. Social media platforms can and do give a voice, a face, and a story to those stories that need to be desperately told. It also allows for the marginalized to have a voice and put their leaders on notice. That they are being watched and they're being held accountable.
So as I said, that's a great speech. I feel the same
E-Hacker.
way. Social media is out there. It's exposing people that normally would get away with a ton of stuff, especially after the last 10 years has gone by. Government, like she says, but also individuals, like she says. And individuals means people like Amber who lie in public and get caught for it. But now she wants to try to cancel people who are speaking out against her. She wants to cancel people who are spreading that information. She wants to cancel people who she was sticking up for in this speech, and she was actually defending and trying to scream that they've got a voice, they've got rights. But when it's that umbrella guy, Popcorn Planet, even a small channel like this, she doesn't like it. They shouldn't spread misinformation. They shouldn't spread their own lies about things. But the problem is,
so weird.
when she sees somebody actually spreading the
It's
truth,
fucking
like we
weird,
are, and she
right?
says we
Look
shouldn't,
at her.
or that people shouldn't, she
talks about
sexual
freedom of sexuality so that she can what? Lie to heterosexuals?
Like
tell them she's bisexual when she's in fact not?
Human rights, but I'm human.
Look at her.
Like
Look at what she's
Penny,
wearing.
Johnny's
Who dressed
lawyers,
her?
They're all human.
Looks like she just
These
got
YouTubers
done with an
who you don't
escapade,
like,
a sexual
they're human,
escapade,
but I guess
and
they
just
don't
brushed
count,
her
do
hair
they?
and
That's a
threw
huge
some
dose
makeup
of
on and went
hypocrisy.
out.
Now, the thing is, what you got to realize is the people who've been following Amber and Johnny for 5 years or even 6 years maybe
Look at her.
know what's going on.
She's
They're not gonna see
cray-cray just by the
Aquaman
way
2,
she...
they're not
Look at
gonna
her.
buy L'Oreal
Trying to
products. They
sway
know
the
deal.
jurors in her
However,
direction
when the Virginia
to
case
favor
hit,
her instead
then
of...
billions of people saw that case, and now the general public is involved who doesn't
this bitch
know
over here,
about Amber.
Look
and
at her
past.
hair.
They know certain things now. They know about the bed
This
incident.
guy, I feel
They
sorry
know about
for.
the bruises. They know the main
Ew.
things. But there's a lot around the edges they've got no
Yeah.
idea about. That's why I like to keep covering things like this. Not a lot of people know about this stuff, and there's a lot of this stuff out there. So when you see this complete character,
Give it a thumbs up
makes
because
Amber
she is
much
fucking-
harder to believe. Keep in mind,
yours and
some
my
people will win
child's
the fence.
worst
Some people will be
nightmare,
like,
and
yeah,
God
you know
forbid,
what? That didn't
God
happen, what she said in the
forbid.
op-ed. Was it just because of these tapes
She's
and
just
this
a
and that?
liar.
Or is it because the culture
Look at her
against
face.
people like her who
Trying to
stand
convince
up
you really-
and speak out?
man.
And they'll think about it. This is recent to them. But if they could see
Sick.
clips like this, like some other clips I feature where she's just really out of